Hello everyone. Okay, so we have this problem statement today and we have to convert the integer to Roman. Okay, so this is the problem statement. So I think you are already aware of how the Roman syntax works. So basically we have an integer number and we have to convert it to Roman. Okay, so for example, we have 3749. This is the input and then we have to convert it into Roman syntax, and it should produce this output. Okay, so for example, if it is 3749, so the answer should be 3 times m. So m refers to 1000, so 3 times m, and then d refers to 500, and then c refers to 100, so 500 plus 100 plus 100, that means 700, so 3700, and then 49, so 49 will be XL will be considered as 40 because M refers to 50. So X less of 50, that is XL, and then we have 9. So 9 is always referred by IX. Okay, so this should be the output. Again, we have second example. Likewise, we have third example. So this is the problem statement that we have to solve today. So let's start, and I have selected the coding language as Python. So how can we do that? So let's just try and achieve this goal. Okay, so we need to first of all define these symbols. Okay, because we are going to convert the integer to Roman, right? So let's define the symbol first. So let's take a list of symbols and we define it. So in the symbol list we can have like let's say m for 1000, then we can have d's for 500, right? Yeah, and then we can have, you can say c is for 100. Okay, so now here we can have like m, and then if it is 900, then we can have you can say dm, or you can say, yeah, dm, and then for 100 we can have c. Okay, and then for like let's just define the number first, because corresponding to that we will define the symbols. Okay, so here we can have like 1000, and then we can have 9900, that will be another milestone. Okay, and then we have 500, then we have 400, then we have I can say 100, then we have 90, then we have 50, then 40, and then we have what do you say, 10, and then 9, and then 5, and then 4, and 1. So why am I taking like this? Because see, like anything apart from this can be produced using the lower values, but then for 900 we need to have a separate Roman value, which is, for example, for 1000 it is m, so for 900 it will be cm, right? So we have to subtract 100 from 1000, so that way it will be cm, right? So similarly for 500 we have d, and then for 400 we have cd, right? So d is 500, and then c less of d, so c is 100, that will to subtract 100 from 500, that will make it 400, and then c, and then we have x, right? So for 90, what do we have? We have xc, right? c, we have c, and then we have c, then we have l is for 50, and then we have xl is for 40, then we have ix, then we have 5, then iv for 4, and then I for 1, right? So this should be the symbol list that we are going to convert to. Okay, so I'm just surrounding it by double quotes. Okay, so let me count and let me see if it matching with the vals. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, and here also 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, so no, it should be cm 500, Then 400, 100, 90, 50, 40, 10, 9. Yeah, I think then why it is not matching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, there is a mismatch here. So D refers to 500, CD is this, CXL, XC is 100, L is 50, XL is 40, IX. Okay, so here we need to have X as well, right? Yep. So I need to define X as well to meet for 10, right? Okay, so this is the list, right? Now let's try and convert a number to Roman. So we have the number in the number num. Okay, so what we are going to do? So let's first of all initialize the Roman list that we are going to convert to, and then we need to initialize an I variable which will be used an iterator. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to, let's say we have 3749, so we need to have 3 m's. So why 3 m's? Because we are dividing 3749 by 1000, so that will give me an integer division of 3. So in that case we'll have 3 m's, right? So for that purpose we are going to divide it unless it becomes 0, right? So while num is greater than 0, what we are going to do is we are going to the loop, and we are going to loop through the vals, right? So underscore, so underscore is, I don't care about the variable, in range, and the range will be, so we are going to divide the num, and this is an integer division, with the vals. So vals will be I, right? So vals I, so vals I means first element of vals. So we are going to divide the value by 1000 first. Okay, so in that case we will get the number of m's, right? If it is 3000 we will get 3 m's, right? So in that case what we are going to do, we are going to append to Romans. Okay, so this is so plus equal to so we are going to take the symbol from here, right? So symbols and then I, right? So symbols I means we are going to take these values from symbols. So m will be 0, so at this point I will be 0, so it will use m 3 times. So to have 3 times we need to, yeah, so here, and then what we are going to do, so now let's say 3000 is done, so we are by the val that is already calculated, right? So we'll subtract this to increase the num. Okay, and increase the num by 1, right? So let me try this, and then we are going to return, and let me try if it works, to return Romans. That will have the list of the Roman values, right? So first of all let's step through and let me try if it works. So if I just run this, okay, so val is not defined, let me check. Okay, so it should be vals, not val. Yeah, so you can see there are 3 cases, and all of the 3 cases have been accepted. You can see 3749, so 3 m's. So how it works is basically, so we have this m at first position, so we are going to divide 3749 by vals I. So vals I is the first value, so 1000. So 1000 we are dividing it by 1000, so it gives me 3. So for 3 times it is appending the same I. No, I is incremented here, not here. So sims 0, which is m is appended 3 times to the Romance list. So we have mmm, right? And then what we are going to do, we are going to we increment the I by 1. So now it goes to next list, right? So now we have, what do you have? We have now 749, right? So 749 means So 749 means 700 will be divided by now what? So it will be divided by 900. So 900, if we divide 700 by 900, it will be 0, right? So it won't go inside this. So next what we are going to do, we are going to divide 700 by 500. So in that case, what we'll get? We'll get 1. So 500 will fit only 1, right? So in that case, we'll get 1D, right? So that way, and then we subtract 700, 500 from 700, right? So now we have 200. So now we divide 200 by, again, it starts from beginning, so it will not have anything for 1900 or 500 or 400. It will have 500. So for 100, it will be 2 times, right? So for 100, the symbol is C, so we'll have 2 C's. So likewise, it is keep on appending, and we have this result, right? So similarly, if you go to case 2, so 58 is again giving me the correct result. Similarly, case 3, it is giving me the correct result. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you, and let's submit this and let's see if it is accepting. Okay, yeah, so you can see it has been accepted. Okay, so yep, so this is all I wanted to share in this tutorial, and I hope this explanation makes sense to you, and if it helps you, please like and subscribe. Thank you.